So even though I don't really talk much about air quality in my videos, I've noticed that I get a lot of questions from people asking me if pollution is really that bad in China. So today we're gonna talk pollution. If you ever lived in China, if you ever been to China, if you ever talked to someone about China, the word pollution will probably come soon after. China is often associated with pollution, and I think many people have this perception of China being a very, very polluted place. And the thing is, yes, China is polluted. Pollution is a huge issue in China, but it's not as easy as some people think it is. So today I am going to explain to you everything I know about pollution, everything I've experienced here in China, and everything I know since I did research yesterday. So I can give you some real deal information about pollution in China. So the two things that you need to know about pollution in China. Number one is China is very big, and China's population is very uneven. So basically, if you have China's map, there's this line going somewhere through the middle, or I mean there's no line, but just imagine there is a line. And 94, it's crazy, but 94 of China's population live on the right side of this line, which means on the east coast of China, which is only 40% of China's land. How insane is that? Crazy, right? So that means that this part of China is extremely populated, also way more polluted than the west part of China, which is actually not that polluted at all. Number two, pollution is like weather. It changes every day. So you know how everywhere else in the world people wake up and they check their weather apps? Here in China, we wake up and, I mean, we check weather apps as well, but then we check pollution apps or air quality maps. Or basically nowadays you don't even have to check air quality apps because the weather app is telling you about the pollution as well. But back in the days, we didn't have that. That's why one day you can wake up and the air quality can be amazing. Another day you wake up and the air quality is not so amazing. It changes. It changes because of the wind. Wind can blow pollution. It can also blow it away. And also because of the cold air. So basically, stop saying basically. I just try to sound smart. This is a responsible foreigner. This is a not responsible foreigner.
Oh, what?
I'm just joking.
Okay.
Just joking. Actually, it's not polluted today, even though it looks like it's polluted. It's just clouds. Have you ever heard about clouds? Do you have them in your country, Nina?
Oh shit, no, I'm from Netherlands.
No, we don't have clouds. We don't have clouds. I'm not really used to that. Yeah. In winter, pollution tends to be much higher than in summer. And that has something to do with the cold air and yeah. I tried to research that, but I'm really bad at explaining it. So you can either Google it or just trust me. So if you're planning a trip to China and you want to keep track of pollution, just get one of many free air quality apps available. I used to use China's air quality. Now I have global air quality because it's kind of fun. You can compare different places. And what's actually really interesting, oh wait, I'm gonna check the pollution today. Not that high at all. It's only 38. It's even higher in London. Today, the pollution in London and Singapore and Mumbai is higher than in Shanghai. I was going to say something that was interesting, but I know I forgot what it was. What was interesting? One time I wanted to do a informative video and I failed. So I think what I wanted to say is that it's actually quite interesting to compare different cities around the world, because then you can actually see that Shanghai and many other cities in the West are often equally polluted. So I think China just tends to get a lot of media coverage about the pollution issue, and many people don't even know that, like, for example, in Europe, we have a lot of issues with air quality as well. I couldn't find any data from 2017, but in 2016, the most polluted city or the most polluted place on the planet was actually not in China, it was in Iran. place called SUZHOU, and the most polluted city in China was on the 9th place, which is not even that high. I mean, it's high, obviously, it's bad, but you know, expected that it would be worse. It's Xingtai. It's pretty disgusting, like, ugh. So apparently, on average, if you live in a big Chinese city, your life can be 5 years shorter because of pollution, which is insane. It's gross. And also, approximately 90% of Chinese cities fail the national air quality standards. So not even global standards, Chinese standards set by a Chinese government, which is so bad. And yeah, as I said, people are very much aware of it. I heard that there is a group of lawyers in Beijing and Tianjin, which are two very polluted cities, that are actually suing local governments for not doing enough with the air quality. And yeah, actually the other day I didn't even check the pollution app. I just went out to school. There's so many people in the streets wearing masks, and then I checked the pollution and it was very high. So people are very well aware how bad it can get and how bad it is for your health. And a lot of people are wearing masks when pollution gets really bad.
The pollution is so bad. Today it went up to like 300, which is a lot.
I myself actually experienced one of the worst, if not the worst, pollution in Shanghai's history. In 2013, the pollution went up to 500. So basically the scale is from 0 to 500, but it can be even more than 500. Like, it depends how polluted it is. There has been some case, apparently, I don't think it's confirmed, but apparently there has been cases of pollution going up to even 900, which is just, I don't even know. I don't even think you can go outside when it's 500 or 300. If it's more than 300, you shouldn't even go outside. But yeah, basically this one time in Shanghai 4 years ago, the pollution went crazy. People who were able to leave were advised to leave Shanghai because it was that bad, especially children and older people. Everyone had to wear masks. It literally looked like there were clouds on the ground. Like, you couldn't even see anything. And as soon as you would go outside, you would just get headache. And even though I can't smell anything, I could even smell the pollution. Like, it just stinked. And it's just like, you can't live in this environment. Yeah, what else to say? I mean, I love Shanghai. I love living here. So I really hope that they will do something about it, because cannot continue that way. So I'm obviously myself not an expert, but if you know anything interesting, if you know any interesting facts about air quality and pollution in China, let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I see you soon. Bye.